Imagine having ChatGPT-like AI running directly on your phone. No subscriptions, no API costs, no internet connection required after setup, and no limits on how many prompts you can send. That sounds impossible. But thanks to Google's AI Edge Gallery, you can now run powerful AI models like Gemma 4 directly on an Android phone. In this video, I'll show you how to set it up, test its capabilities, and see where it succeeds, and where it still struggles. Let's get started. To run AI models locally, we first need to install Google's AI Edge Gallery app. You can download it from the Play Store or App Store if it's available for your device, but in this video I'll install it directly from the official GitHub repository. Search for Google AI Edge Gallery and open the official GitHub page. Scroll down to the Get Started in Minutes section and open the latest release. You'll notice several APK versions available. These builds are optimized for different mobile processors, so it's important to choose the correct version for your device. You can use the compatibility list shown on screen, or search for Google AI Edge Gallery APK versions devices list. For my device, the correct version is SM8550, so I'll download that one. While that's downloading, if you're interested in AI tools, local models, and practical tech tutorials like this, consider subscribing. I've got a lot more content planned. Once the APK finishes downloading, install it. Depending on your device, Android may ask for permission to install apps from unknown sources. If it does, grant the permission and continue. After installation, launch the app. The app gives you two options: download models directly from the built-in library, or import models you've already downloaded. For this video, we'll use the built-in catalog. Inside AI Chat, you'll find a selection of available models. I'm going to download Gemma 4E2B. The model is about 2.6 GB in size and generally needs around 3 to 4 GB of RAM. One thing I like here is that the app warns you when a model may be too large for your device. Choosing a model that comfortably fits within your available memory is important. Otherwise, performance issues, or even crashes, can occur. Once the download finishes, tap Try It to load the model into memory. Initialization may take a little while depending on your device, but after that we're ready to start testing. For the first test, I asked it to explain the theory of relativity like you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. The response took just under 20 seconds. And honestly, it's pretty good. The explanation is simple, easy to understand, and exactly what you'd expect from a capable AI assistant. Next, I wanted to see how well it handles coding tasks. I asked it to generate an HTML page with a button that changes the background color when clicked. The code was generated successfully, and the model even explained how it worked. One thing worth mentioning is that there's currently no direct download button for generated code. You'll need to copy the output and save it manually. I also noticed that text selection can be a little buggy right now. Occasionally, scrolling gets interpreted as a tap and clears the selection. Hopefully that's improved in future updates. After copying the code into an HTML file, here's the result. As you can see, it works exactly as expected. For a local AI model running entirely on a smartphone, that's genuinely impressive. The next thing I tested was follow-up coding. I asked the model to modify the project so the button color would change as well. This is where things became more interesting. The generated code had some issues, so I asked the model to debug it. At first, everything seemed normal. Then it started generating what looked like random text. I let it run for nearly 3 minutes before stopping it manually. And when I submitted the next prompt, the app crashed. Most likely, it ran into memory limitations. Honestly, I think moments like this are important to show. The technology is impressive, but it's still operating near the limits of what current smartphones can handle. Next, let's see how it performs with images. Since Gemma 4 supports image understanding, we'll switch over to Ask Image. For the first test, I used a simple image and asked, "What does this image contain?" About 13 seconds later, the model correctly identified the contents, extracted the visible text, and described the overall design. Then I asked something more subjective. What vibe does this image give? Roughly 11 seconds later, it produced a surprisingly detailed analysis of the mood and aesthetic. To make things harder, I uploaded a much more complex image. This one took around 37 seconds to process. The response was significantly more detailed, covering the subject matter, visual style, overall mood, and even generating a comparison table. That's a lot of analysis happening entirely on device. Now for a tougher challenge. Can it accurately read handwritten notes? Let's find out. And yes, it successfully extracted nearly all of the text from both notes, despite some blur in the image. That's genuinely impressive. Everything is happening directly on the phone. No cloud processing, no internet connection, no external servers, just local AI running on a smartphone. Another major advantage is language support. Gemma 4 models support more than 140 languages. That opens up a wide range of use cases including translation, writing assistance, language learning, and more, all while remaining completely offline. But AI Edge Gallery has another interesting feature worth exploring: agent skills. This allows the model to interact with tools and perform specific actions. You'll find features such as QR code generation, interactive maps, Wikipedia lookups, calendar integrations, and more. First, I tested QR code generation. I simply asked the model to create a QR code. The app automatically detected the appropriate skill and generated it. After saving and scanning the code, everything worked perfectly. Next, I tested interactive maps. I asked it to show Dubai. The map opened automatically. Then I got more specific and asked for Burj Khalifa. And there it is. The location was pinned directly on the map. It's a small feature, but it's surprisingly useful. There are plenty of additional skills available, so it's worth experimenting to see which ones fit your workflow. Before wrapping up, there are a few features we haven't covered in this video. Audio Scribe can help with on-device transcription and related audio tasks. Prompt Lab provides a more structured environment for experimenting with prompts and workflows. Tiny Garden offers a playful way to explore AI capabilities. And Mobile Actions allows the model to interact with certain device functions and perform actions on your behalf. I haven't covered those features in detail because I wanted to keep this video focused on getting Gemma 4 running and testing its real-world capabilities. If you'd like dedicated tutorials covering any of them, let me know in the comments. So what's the overall verdict? AI Edge Gallery isn't perfect. Large models can be slow. Memory limitations are real. And occasional crashes can happen. But the fact that a smartphone can run a capable multimodal AI assistant entirely offline is genuinely impressive. Just a few years ago, this would have sounded impossible. I'm curious to see how people end up using local AI in practice, so let me know in the comments what excites you most. If you found the video helpful, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more AI and tech tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.